So here are a couple things you can do to strengthen that faith of yours. And I get you, it's challenging because our ego usually needs things physical, right? We live in this physical 3D reality, so we need physical sometimes for that confirmation. And really, faith is all about trusting. Like the law of assumption, trust, you assume that it's already yours, right? You have faith that it's already yours. So how can you have faith if, how can you strengthen that? So this is how I strengthen it. And really, it took me a little bit. It takes actually doing the work. It takes actually intentionally manifesting and then seeing how everything is just solving, like manifesting and gravitating towards you. You can start this with affirmations, affirming. I started with literally, like I play little games with myself. So I have a manifestation. It can be literally a cup of coffee if you want to start small, but literally sky's the limit. There is no limit. You can literally manifest whatever it is that you desire because you deserve everything that you want. So you can start small with just affirming, like see what technique helps you align more with with intentionally manifesting and then engraving into your subconscious mind. But start small. And the more you actually trust in God, trust in your manifestations, trust in yourself and universe that everything is working in your favor, the more you affirm that, the more like you put it to a test and you bet on yourself and it actually unfolds, that's how you're gonna start trusting and your faith is gonna get bigger and bigger. Because I feel you can be challenging, like just putting your whole trust in something and you're not sure, which I feel you, because if you're not properly aligning yourself, it might not go in the direction that you wished and hoped. But because you're gonna say, oh, I have faith, I believe it, but like subconsciously you might not, there's gonna be blocks. But if you choose a technique that resonates with you, this can be journaling, affirming, which affirming is literally, I wouldn't even consider a technique because it's literally replacing your old thoughts with your new empowering thoughts. But affirming, mirror work, it can be meditation, it can be literally whatever technique works for you, and aligning energetically with that you are desiring, that you are gravitating towards you, allowing yourself to receive that. And like I said, it can be something small like a cup of coffee, starting small. And then once it happens, once it manifests, like I've literally manifested things that there is no explanation for it. Like I was affirming it and it happened, it gravitated towards me. So I know if I was able to do it, you're able to do it. Even if it's a text from a person, even if it's someone contacting you for a certain job, a certain career, even if it's literally winning the lottery, I don't know, like whatever it is that you want. But start small if you want. Start small, like something that's believable kind of towards you that you have no attachment to. Or like if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. And try a technique and actually put your intention on it. Like don't waver. Don't go against your manifestation. Wavering is just thinking against your manifestation. Like actually do the work and align yourself. And the more you do that, the more you're gonna see things unfold for you. And the more you're gonna see that it's like the first time it happens, you're gonna be like, oh, it's probably a coincidence. The second time, okay, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. But then once you start seeing that things actually are working for you, and your grade is good, and when you use these techniques, they're actually manifesting, you're gonna be like, okay, is it just a coincidence? Or is there something to this? And that's when you're gonna start growing your trust, your faith. You're going to know that it starts to appear. Ask and it's already yours. Ask and it's given, Whatever you desire, it's already in existence. It's already yours by divine right. So do the work, test it out, try small things, do a technique, use a technique that resonates with you. And I promise you, the more you do it, the stronger your trust and your faith will be. Keep aligning though, and you have to properly do it. Because if you're thinking against your affirmation or what you're manifesting and you're not being intentional, then of course it's not going to manifest. But actually do it. Actually give yourself the permission to, even if you don't believe it and it's challenging. Maybe you're watching these videos because you want to grow your faith. So you know, try it out. But even if you're like, oh, I don't know if I believe it or not, try it with something small, just for fun. Like, actually give yourself the opportunity to like be able to be a magnet to that which you desire, because you deserve that. You have that power within. And I don't mean like a power of control, but more of an empowering, humbling way that you're worthy of that. So try with something that you have no attachment to, again, because if you're kind of in the fence and not sure if you believe it or if it's going to be challenging, if it's going to happen or not, or you're like, I have zero faith, zero like trust that is going to happen. So it's like, how can you tell me to do something I don't even believe? Try, like, just put your energy towards something for fun. Do it exciting, do something small. Do a technique. Like, okay, let me pretend for this week. For this manifestation, let me just pretend, make it fun. If it works, great. And if it doesn't work, okay, it doesn't work. But let me actually try. I owe it to myself to test that out. Because if this works, imagine how much more I can align in my life, how much more I can gravitate, how much more fulfilled I can live. So try it out. The only way you can really truly have faith and trust is the more you do it, the more you intentionally manifest and you see the results. You see that everything's working in your favor. That's like the best way. The best examples is when you have it yourself. Also surrounding yourself like with people that have that faith, that have intentionally manifested the things that they desire. Look at videos if you don't have anyone around you. Bet on yourself. Hopefully this helped, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.